you're seeing is the Carowinds Ice event thing on Zero German. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, this is so cool. They have hard helmets, they have the sign over here. This is so cool. And they're playing a song, so, and yeah.
The plane headaches this guy's had to deal with to get here for us, so thank you. So.
We're definitely going to support Fiesta, Texas. I'm joking.
Good morning, how is everyone? My name's Jeff Felico. I'm the marketing manager at beautiful Six Flags Fiesta, Texas in San Antonio, Texas. This is my first time at Carowinds. I have a very bad habit of seeing parks more when they're closed than when they're open. So I really need to find a way to start to work on fixing that. But to start off, huge thank you to the team here at Carowinds. The hospitality has been unbelievable up to this point. And a big shout out to AV guru Michael for working through our tech challenges. So big round of applause for our host today. One other shout out to Michael, who's just up here. Did everyone notice his Rides, shirt? What movie is that from? Adventureland, filmed at what little park? Kennywood, which is a very special place in my heart. That's where I actually started in the industry, at Kennywood, for a number of years before going to Fiesta, Texas. So it's great to come to events like this, see a few familiar faces, but this is my first winter warm-up. So there are quite a few folks here that I've never met before, so I definitely look forward at some point today, if you have any questions or just want to chat, I look forward to spending some time and meeting all of you, and hopefully returning for years to come if Josh will have me back. We'll just see how this goes, and then we'll take it from there. All right, so in order to look forward, we're going to take a quick step backwards. There we go. We're going to look at Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster. So this world's first of its kind coaster was our new addition in 2018, and I think our guests were pleasantly surprised by the amount of airtime, the G-force, and just the overall experience. Which one am I going here, Michael? There we go. All right. We're going to go through a quick video so you can see what the experience actually looked like. Maybe. Dun, dun, dun. So, if you've never been to Fiesta, Texas, we sit in an old limestone quarry. So we're surrounded by these majestic quarry walls that at its highest point are 90, 95, 100 feet tall. So it really sets the perfect vista for a coaster like this. You'll see here in a moment the way it sits above the water that was our Power Surge splash ride. We've really focused on the storytelling for Wonder Woman as well. So as soon as you enter that queue line, you're going through the experience of who Wonder Woman is, what she stands for. Before actually getting on the ride, you're going through these giant Corinthian columns that are actually made out of stone, limestone from a neighboring quarry. So the attention to detail is astonishing. Are we able to hit play, Michael? Oh, that's it. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go, all right. So the setting is just beautiful to begin with. And then gliding over that water, I'll just step back so I'm not blocking you the entire time. So it is a single rail coaster. You are sitting single file. We have 3 trains and a continuous load station, which 3 trains and that station were definitely a necessity for this particular coaster to keep the capacity where we wanted it. But it is non-stop excitement. From start to finish, it does not slow down. It does not stop. It is power, G-force, airtime. It is everything you want in a great coaster. No, this is not sped up, and it's funny because when we initially released the videos during testing, everyone said we kept speeding up the video, and it was just the video. That drop's awesome. 90 degrees straight down drop. But the setting for the coaster itself is also very cool. It adds another dimension to the ride experience as well. The water's a beautiful shade of toilet bowl blue. So there's a nice shot coming off the quarry wall, so you can see how the park kind of sits down below inside the quarry. Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster. Raise your hand if you have never been to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Oh, that is That is unacceptable, team. I need 4 volunteers. Can I have 4 people to help me? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you guys come over here for me? All right, I've got a stack of envelopes and then a stack of these graphics. Can 2 of you take the envelopes and make sure everyone gets one, and the other 2 just take the graphics and make sure everyone gets one of those, and just pass them out to the group? When you get that white envelope, don't open it yet until you're prompted to, okay? Everyone got that? I need 1 more volunteer. This is a very important job. All right, right there. You can stay where you are. You have 1 job. Before I finish, I will forget to tell you to open that envelope. So you have to remind me to tell you to open the envelope. I do that every presentation. I always tell you to wait, and then I'm done and I forget. So you have to remind me to tell you to open that envelope and see what's inside. So a couple more great shots of what Wonder Woman looks like sitting over that water. Let's jump to 2019 because we have so much to talk about. It is ridiculous. Our season has already begun, believe it or not, and we are not slowing down right from the get-go. We've already opened our very first ride this year, Pirates of the Deep Sea. Arrgh. There we go. So, Pirates of the Deep Sea is an interactive dark ride. It's a brand new venture for us, and it was all made in-house with the Six Flags Entertainment team and a local company called Magic in the Sky. So this is definitely not an off-the-shelf ride by any means. It's completely custom to the space and to our theme, but one of the things that makes this ride truly unique is the experience starts before you even get to the ride. The queue line. This is the queue line you're looking at. So you're not even at the ride at this point. You're still walking towards the loading station, going through this majestic seaside village, getting ready to hunt the pirates and try to defeat them in battle, but you're walking through this little town. There is... No, maybe I don't. There is the skull that it actually spills water, so it's a water feature in the queue line. But the nice thing is it's set up so that the entire queue line where you're waiting as a guest is actually outside the ride. So once you enter the ride, you're walking through the seaside village and getting immediately on your vessel to battle the pirates. So it really sets the theme for the story before you even experience the ride. And then once you actually board your ship, we have a custom-made musket that you get to use to battle the pirates. So really the attention to detail is astonishing for this ride. We have another video to show you what it actually looks like that you experience it. So there's the water feature I mentioned. Those cannons actually blast at you as you're riding through the battle scene. It's very cool.
Walk the plank, mates. Only at Six Flags.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is such a pleasure to be here. Thank you for that warm welcome. All right, so I'm going to figure out how this clicker works. So during the break, I had a chance to meet some kids from Coaster Kids. That was awesome. I haven't had a chance really to greet most of you, so you now know who I am. But truly, what does that mean? Who am I? Well, my name is Davina, and I am the communication manager at Six Flags Over Georgia. Don't worry, Gene Petriello is still there. He is still a crucial part of the team. He's now the marketing director, so please send all of your complaints to him. So no, I'm just kidding. So I started last May. I don't have a coaster background or anything like that. Just communication and PR is my forte. When I took the job, they told me, you know, maybe about 7 days in, you're going to ride the new Twisted Cyclone. Have any of you been out to Six Flags Over Georgia?
No.
So as you know, Twisted Cyclone was introduced last season, and it is our hybrid coaster. It's wood and steel. It is a dream. It's smooth. We basically took 60% of the old Georgia Cyclone away, and we built it back up even better. So then, my face when they told me I was going to ride it 20 times on media day. I was nervous, but here's what happened.
So what they've done here is they've rigged up like 8 cameras on this ride, so you are really going to see the terror from every angle. You will see every bad facial expression. Okay,
Already started. It's already getting twisted.
yeah, this is like real. You know what's weird on this ride? I mean, it's like, there's nothing to hold on to.
There is nothing to hold on to.
You gotta put your hands on it. I don't do hands-free. All right, I'm a very tactile person. I like to hold on to things. Oh boy. Now this first.
Yeah, we're going up 100 feet, so that means 10 stories in the air, and we're about to
It's not even that long.
I don't like this.
Here we go!
Oh my God!
That was in version number 2! Yeah! I did it! Yes, let's go Rangers! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, a couple of bunny hops there! Yeah! Now that was twisted! That was super twisted! Yeah.
That was fun.
That was impressive, guys.
So let's just say after that was about the 10th spin, I was a pro, which was probably an ace dream, right? Twisted Cyclone obviously has been a real gem at the park. It's quickly become a guest favorite. So like I said, I know that if you haven't been out yet, please come out and ride it. I'll ride with you. I am now a pro. So here's just a quick glance at what Six Flags properties are doing across all of our parks. You know, there's always something new at Six Flags, and this is just a sign of their commitment to continue to create strong investments at all of our properties. And at Six Flags Over Georgia, that means pandemonium. So I know you just saw a ride like this Jeff presented. Our ride is not quite the tallest, but it is the tallest swinging pendulum in the Southeast. How about that? And it's just as brilliant. Hit it, Mike.
Texas had to have the biggest.
So that is actually footage from Magic Mountain's ride, but we are going to have the same exact color package, light package. The ride, here's some stats, and I do have this same exact fact sheet for all of you. It's over there. I'll make sure everyone gets one. The ride is 15 stories, 150 feet. It goes about 70 miles an hour. You've got to be 52 inches to ride, and it carries 40 riders. And it will be the centerpiece of our brand new Scream Punk section. Here's a little more about Pandemonium. Right now, we're already doing construction. I'll let you take a little bit of footage here. I'll show you some footage here of what's happening. We've already begun to lay the foundation. Caps are being put in, footers, that sort of thing. You can play the video. So all of this is taking place right now. We're currently closed for the season. Season starts back March 9th. Pandemonium will open to the general public on May 23rd. pandemonium is going to be located toward the rear of the park. It's going to be right next to the adjacent Lick Skillet section. We're putting it, like as I said, in the middle of a new section called Scream Punk. Here's just an idea of the signage and the elements around. We're using a lot of the existing signage from the Thomastown area that was there previously. This is an idea of how we're doing that. We're literally taking existing signs, and this will be the entry portal, and that's a good look at what the logo is. It's fabulous. We love it. And we'll explain a little bit more about how we came about that.
If there were further expansions, do you have any other things? Like, can you talk about any of those, or?
Well, Wildwood Grove is 6.5 acres. The whole parcel that you see from the sky, when you look at the aerial part of it, is about 13 acres. So this is phase 1. I'm not going to talk about phase 2.
Okay.
But we continue to expand a lot of different things. I think you'll see us later in the year have an announcement about another event that we'll be doing at the park, and then you'll see us announce a couple of other things coming up in rapid succession after that. We just wrapped up, or with Wildwood Grove, we'll be wrapping up that $300 million investment that we announced in 2013, a couple of years early, and we'll start another level of investment pretty similarly for the next 10-year plan. So you'll see us continue to aggressively expand. One of the other things we did